Seriously. JD, we got to do something about that. I didn't get time to tweet out the show yet.
It ends like so just abruptly.
What's up, guys? We'll have to get that worked out. JD, you want to do the intro?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Christmas NFL edition of Across the Board. We have our guy, Alpha Dog Bets, hosting the show, but I'm going to take over now for some reason. We're just going to roll with it. And we got our guy, Hefe, from Hefe Picks. What is going on, man?
Yo.
You're going to really make it difficult on him when he's doing the intro? That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. I'm going to take over here because we got to go to you. We got JD from Line Movers. What's up, JD? Ho, ho, ho from J-Bo. What's up, Setsy boy? You like that? You like that? Yeah. What's up, Jake?
Yeah, the toilet bowl. Idiot.
Yeah, man. It's
idiot.
It is
idiot.
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve. And getting in the spirit here. And yeah.
Well, I have breaking news, by the way, from our guy Jake. You know what he messaged me last night, Hefe? He's finally over Embiid. He thinks Embiid hurts the team, and he's not a good player for the Philadelphia 76ers. So, Jake, I'm glad you're finally joining us in 2025. It took you to the very end, but you have figured out that Joel Embiid is not the guy. All right, boys, as we always do on this show, we do our little hellos, and then we do a little recap. You guys ready to jump into the recap?
Sir.
All righty. We're going to go through a recap. I'll go first. I had the 76ers minus 10. They lost by 300. They just didn't show up. Tyrese Maxey had probably the worst game of his career. But we also had a free play on the Spurs plus 7. They ended up winning outright. Guys, the real question here with the Spurs, do they own the Thunder? The Spurs took the Thunder out of the NBA Cup in the semifinals. And then last night they went in there and they blew them out again. So an interesting storyline to follow. Both teams are in the West. We'll have to see if they meet each other potentially down the road in the playoffs. But something to monitor throughout the year. But yes, my free plays did go 1-1 on the day. We were actually even on the day as well. JD, over to you. How'd you do yesterday?
Yeah, man. As far as show plays, we gave out the guys from the central part of Florida versus FAU. That game,
the Atlantic part of Florida.
The Atlantic part of Florida. Yep. We gave that out to clients at actually over 159. Gave it out here on the show at 162 because I still thought it would hit. And it did hit. It did land on 165, so we got that winner. And also, I have to say, on the day before Christmas Eve, guys, it's always a lock. The Bruins versus Canadians, first period over. You just hammer it every time. That was a nice winner there also.
Everybody knows it. 100%.
Do have to say, though, it ended up being a downswing right at the end of the day because I had the Oilers and the Flames over 6.5 goals. And that game ended 5-1. It looked like it was going to cruise over and just did not get anything at the end of the game there. So
there we go. But hey, you had another couple winners there. Wait, the NHL doesn't have games till Saturday either? There's really fucking nothing, huh?
There's nothing.
NHL, really college, LHL, and college basketball, they always take off for the week. Between Christmas and Christmas Eve. Usually they come back the day after. I don't know why they're waiting until Saturday. NBA obviously just today. And NFL rock and rolling. To me, I never realized that there was literally only one. I thought this would be a college bowl game day.
So did I.
That's how I always thought it was. But, I mean, there's one, but whatever.
Dylan, you're betting on a little AFCON, right? It's AFCON. AFCON's a pretty good tournament to bet, so let us know what you're betting over there. Any winners for the boys? We'd appreciate it.
There is, I believe there's some basketball, too. I believe it's Korean or something like that.
There's no way you're suggesting us to bet the Korean bet, the KBO.
Well, I'm not saying bet it. I'm just saying that it is there.
So you think people want to tune in just for the enjoyment of the Korean Basketball Association, the KBA?
Some people need that
Trivia
fix,
for
man.
you. I get that. Trivia for you. is the KBA, which is definitely not the name of it. That's my name for it, the Korean Basketball Association. Is that in the northern part of the Korea, or is that in the southern part of Korea?
I would figure it'd be the southern part.
That it has to be. It would have to be in the southern part.
I was about to say.
See, JD
Yeah.
is sharp as a tack, guys. JD is sharp as a tack. F.A., over to you. How you doing today? Anything you want to tell the people?
I'm doing great, guys. We hit both of our college football bowl games yesterday. I'll be honest, I did not watch that Toledo game. I have no idea how they covered, but when I looked through the game past, it looked like a fun fourth quarter. Probably something that I would have had a roller coaster of emotions towards. And then we ended up rolling with Western Kentucky in the second one. They covered. Another game that I honestly didn't watch. But hockey also, 2-1. I told you, take the Islanders. We beat the Devils yesterday. And yeah, that's it today. It's your rare no sports day. Well, Hawaii Bowl. Let me show love to the Hawaii Bowl. Cal Hawaii.
Rainbow Warriors, baby. Rainbow Warriors.
AKA the only matchup on today. There's not even a northeastern west coastal state in college basketball that plays. Stetsy, whatever. Don't care. The number one topic from last night's Knicks game is how zesty Carl looked on backing down Julius Randle. Congrats on 40 points, Carl. And an L, by the way.
Yeah, no, Carl definitely came up big last night.
Yeah, JD, you want to go over the winner you had with Carl last night?
Yeah, me, and then as far as the actual Discord, also there was actually quite a few guys in there that had Carl for the DraftKings actually like king of the court. So yeah, and that ended up actually being a tie. I think that Kawhi actually and actually Cat tied. So it got kind of all chopped up there.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, it was still good though. So.
So I have some breaking news about the KBA. Fun fact: the Korean Basketball League is called the KBL, Korean Basketball League. That's fantastic. Okay. The games aren't until midnight tonight. There's several tips. Big game between the KT Sonic Boom and the Daegu Pegasuses at midnight tonight. There's two of them. You got the Mobis Phoebuses and the Goyang Sky Gunners. Sky Gunners is a wild name, but yes, that's at midnight tonight. But I do have big news for everyone out there itching for some live daytime basketball action. We have games in the BSL. Hefe, can I get you to guess what the BSL is starting at 1:55 p.m.?
Bundesliga Soccer League.
You're never going to get it, so I'll just tell you it. It is the Israeli Basketball League. For some reason, the Israeli Basketball League is called the BSL. We got Hapoel Jerusalem versus Elitzer Netanya. Tipping off at 1:55 with Hapoel Jerusalem as a 15.5-point favorite. I do want to let you guys know, just for shits and giggies, I clicked through every fucking sport just now. Hockey, there's no Kazakh hockey. There ain't any of the Russian hockey, none of that. Women's college, nothing. Basketball, the only thing you got today is Hapoel Jerusalem and Elitzer Netanya, according to FanDuel. So that literally is, outside of the Rainbow Warriors, the only live game you can bet on today.
So what is that? The last game you talked about, what is the total there?
Please. Oh my God, JD, could you spend time with your family? Like, could you just go eat dinner and just watch TV?
Well, good news, it's before dinner. It's a 1:55 tip.
Yeah,
this will end before you could do dinner.
When you said those names, that just sounded like an over game. I don't know why. It just sounded like an over game.
Wasn't even in English.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to look up the favorite here just to see their roster, to see if there's anybody we know. Wow. Big name Anthony. Oh, my God. There is a guy on Hapoel Jerusalem, BC, that you all know and love. Hefe, I think you have several rookie cards of this player. Was in the NBA.
Oh, gosh.
Former. Hefe, if I said Michigan State headband, what would you say? Michigan State headband.
Cassius Stanley.
Cassius Winston is the starting point guard of Hapoel Jerusalem. So there is a guy you may know on
and
this
actually,
team
they're the dog, right?
They're the favorite. They're the minus 15.5.
Oh, they're man. We might have to just lay it.
That's what I'm thinking. Let me pull up Netanya.
I mean, yeah, based off all the information that you have, which is Cassius Winston starting point guard, and the name of the team. Enough. I mean, how can you not lay it, right? How can you not?
Let me tell you right now, there is nobody, and I mean nobody, on Netanya that you would have heard of, because none of these names are even close to anything we've ever heard of before. So, yes, we do know somebody in this game. It is Cassius Winston. Absolute dog. Absolute dog. All right, gentlemen, that's enough about the BSL, DSL, ISL. I don't give a fuck. Let's keep it moving. Ready to dive into a little football action, boys? That's what the show's about today. We are here to give you some NFL action.
For sure.
Stetsy, let me guess. Mateen Cleaves would probably be number 1. So who would be number 2 for you? I gotta think. Cleaves is definitely number 1. Obviously, got your national championship.
Michigan State point guard. Maybe Fears, who was just.
Nah, he wasn't. He wasn't that level. I'm trying to think who the second in his mind, because Cleaves has to be 1. Oh, Magic. Okay, I mean that's before my time, but yeah, then Cleaves is 2.
And if it's not in college, when Magic
and if it's in Cleaves, and if Cleaves is not 2, then this list is fraud.
All right, we got Texans, we got Chargers. Hefe, what you got?
Oh, we're just skipping over Christmas.
That's at the end.
We're gonna do this last.
Okay, we're going out of order. You're confusing me.
Listen, it's not my order. It's the order that was provided to me. And you want to yell at someone, you yell at the bear next to me.
I thought it would make sense to go day by day. But all right, we'll go to Saturday, we'll go to Sunday, we'll go back to Thursday. No problem.
You can just blame the donkey stuff.
Yeah. The donkey stuff, yes. That's what we call Hefe on a Wednesday afternoon, the show donkey.
Texans Chargers, guys. This is actually one of the handful of games this week that has a ton of implications for both teams. There's not a ton of these games where there's implications for both teams playing, but this is 100% one of them. And coming off a game where I think the Chargers looked solid versus a Cowboys team, an offense at least. On defense, they gave up some points, but that's to be had in any Cowboy game. Offense looked great. They got the win. Texans also got the win, but they did not look great. They struggled their way to a victory over the Raiders, who battled all the way till the end. Ashton Jeanty probably had his best game of the year. Not probably. He had his best game of the year. With that being said, I think that was a look-ahead spot for Houston last week, where they were much more worried and prepared about this game than anything to do with that Las Vegas game last week. With that being said, I'm taking the Texans money line. At this time of the year is officially where I start putting into consideration better defenses will win the game. And the Texans have the better defense. If not, after what we saw the Jaguars do to the Broncos defense, they have the Texans now, in my opinion, best defense in the league. We have not seen them get lit up yet. And for that reason, and the reason that CJ Stroud actually hasn't been playing horrendous the last few weeks. He's been last week. Yeah, but I'm taking last week away because I think in totality they were just not even thinking about that. Yeah. It was a look ahead spot. Yeah. So I'm taking the Texans on the money line here. Plus 105 odds is what I see it at. And
you get even better odds. FanDuel right now plus 112. Pretty good odds there.
Oh, great.
Now the reason I know that, because I'm with you. I think the Texans play a good game here. I think they get after Justin Herbert. I think they make him feel the pressure in the pocket. We all know he has that injured hand. The Chargers were just underdogs last week against the Cowboys, which makes it a little interesting that now they're the favorite against the Texans. Yes, they had a good performance against the Cowboys, absolutely. But it was the Cowboys, as JD even put it perfectly last week, or early this week when we recapped that game. They were eliminated from the playoffs the night before the game. They didn't really look, that competitive, if you ask me. And I'm not going to make that get them to be the favorite over the Texans. I think the Texans are the much better team. I think the Texans' defense and the way this team is constructed is built for the playoffs. I think they're going to be a team that makes some noise in the postseason, and they're going to win this game. Give me the Texans on the money line, plus 112. To the Bear himself, Bear Bryant. JD, what do you got?
Yeah, guys, as far as this Chargers team.
Merry Christmas, David.
Yep, Merry Christmas, buddy.
David, Merry Christmas.
Question, how old were you when Magic Johnson was playing for Michigan State? We were just discussing that. My guess was 41. Just kidding, buddy. Just kidding, buddy.
I don't think David would have been born yet.
I think he was born.
Maybe.
I say. I think.
No. That was late 70s. Yeah, David was born.
Yeah.
Is it after the 1920s? Because then David would have been born. All right.
Joseph was 13.
I'm a man. I'm 54. That's exactly. Literally where my.
Well done. Well done.
That was awesome. All right, to this football game. game though. The Chargers. I've talked about them all year, as in the fact that I cannot get this team right. They're the one team that I just have not been able to get a good read on. Of when
So
they're
do
gonna
us a
play.
favor. Can you do us a favor?
What's that?
Take the Chargers. Because if you can't get them right, the two of us would like to at least win this bet.
Well, it's not that I can't get them right because well, it is, but I've been staying off of their games.
I get that.
I've actually just not been betting them. But the way this line has set up here, the books have given us what I think is a generational teaser leg, guys.
Oh,
I really think that the Texans teased up here is a great spot.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Because I am expecting this to be a lower scoring game,
Ooh.
close game, and the fact that actually you can get 8 with them on an actual
Yeah,
teaser leg.
7.5 on a 6 leg is that's an unbelievable one.
Yeah, and that's the way that I'm going to be playing it. I still haven't decided who I'm going to be playing them with yet, but that is definitely how I'm going to play this game. Then
Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the board because that's a really good way to look at it. What do you think about potentially the Buccaneers who are coming in at a -6, basically, so they could just get a money line play because they're playing the Dolphins with Quinn Ewers, the Battle of Florida. I don't think that they're going to win that game. I know that the Buccaneers have struggled a bit as of late, but what do you think about the Bucs being the partner? Hefe, are you kidding me? What are you fucking humming over there in the middle of talking over here?
Sorry.
Get the fuck out of here.
The Bucks do make sense. We're going to talk about some games that are actually on tomorrow's slate that I think are also great teaser pieces. So as long as you don't mind having your money tied up for actually these like few days, I think that we have an actual piece there.
I have breaking news about a tomorrow game. We have starting quarterback information. Josh Johnson will be the quarterback for the Commanders. He'll be backed by Jeff Driscoll. Fun fact, did any of you play Red Dead Redemption 2?
No, but I am dying to know how you're going to tie this in.
All the bad guys there are the Driscoll family. So every time I fucking see that guy, Jeff Driscoll, I always think of that game. Phenomenal game, by the way. Phenomenal game, by the way.
But yeah, just like Jabo is talking in the chat, as far as the Eagles, we're actually going to be bringing that game up here soon.
Yes, we are. It's next.
And we may have, I may have something there. Yeah.
All right. Well, should we move on to that game?
Let's just go and do it. Yeah.
Let's just get into it, JD. We got the Eagles. We got the Bills. We got a 1.5 point line here. Josh Allen's got the foot, but he should be playing. He should be good to go, but he does have that foot. On the other side, Lane Johnson, I'm hearing, is expected to be back. That's a pretty big return for them. Jacoby Dean picked up a hammy last week. I don't think Jacoby Dean's going to play after the hammy he picked up. Jalen Carter, not a real human being. He's held out of games because they don't like the field at MetLife, or he's hurt, or whatever. Jalen Carter doesn't play a lot of football, let's be honest here. We got the Eagles. We got the Bills. JD, what you got?
Man, if it was before this last week, this was a spot that I looked at, and I was ready to hammer the Bills. I was so ready to bet them. What I've seen the past few weeks, especially from the Bills defense, obviously not liking that. As far as actually Josh Allen goes, what's the latest y'all have heard as far as like how he's doing?
I heard he's playing, but he has a noticeable limp on the foot.
Okay, yeah.
Don't matter to me. This game matters to the Bills. It's a humongous game and a humongous litmus test. He's going to go out there and battle. I'll tell you one thing. If the Bills lose this game, you might see a situation where Josh Allen rests next week because then they have no chance to win
Correct, yeah.
Their division or the conference.
They don't really have a chance anyway to win the division because the Jets are playing the Jets are playing the Patriots when it's over.
But they'll actually know before this game starts. You're right.
Correct. But realistically, let's be honest here. If you are in the Bills organization and you're thinking about where you could fall in the standings for the playoffs, you're no longer thinking about the division with the Patriots beating the Ravens on Sunday Night Football. You just don't have a chance anymore. If the Patriots have to win just one game, and they're going up against the Jets this week, who are starting whatever Brady Cook, his name is, out 7th round pick, who's been absolutely dog shit. They're tanking the Jets. They're not trying to win this game. They're trying to solidify the draft position as well. That's why we are seeing who they're putting out there at quarterback. And they've already rolled Garrett Wilson out for the year. And if they were in a playoff race, I do believe he'd be able to play. They are holding their guys back for a reason.
So what are the Eagles really playing for here?
They already won the division, but I guess playoff
Right.
seeding. Let me pull it up here. I guess
I'm about to
they're
say,
overall because they
What could they get?
Well, yes. I mean, it's all seeding stuff right now.
yeah,
But
I
I'm
mean, they're just
looking,
worried
what
about where
could-
they're going to finish. They could get a home game in the postseason. That's what they're battling
guys,
for right
but
now.
the more important part of this, I don't expect either of these teams to take this game easy. This is a humongous litmus test for both these teams.
So,
It's-
JD, what the Eagles can have accomplished here is that they can pass the Bears in the standings. The Bears are one game up on them in
Okay.
the 2 seed. If the
Okay.
Eagles win, they have a chance to take the 2 seed, which would give them all home games in the NFC until they would get to the NFC Championship if they had to play the 1 seed, which would be the Seattle Seahawks or the Rams. Whoever finishes there looks like they will be the 1 seed.
So the biggest things for me here, one, as far as actually Josh Allen, yes, we like know he's going to go out there and play. Like, I mean, there's very clear. We all know who Josh Allen is, and or actually just like that's like type of guy he is. Will he be able to run the same that he normally can? It doesn't sound like it, and that kind of scares me. The other thing that scares me is what this Philly run game can maybe do, because this Philly run game hasn't really done shit the whole year. But this is a matchup where they should be able to run the ball. And when this Philly team can run the ball, we've seen it over the past couple years, multiple times. They make games go by very fast. They do very long drives and just kill clock.
What's up, Jimmy?
What's going on, Jimmy? Anyway, basically what I'm saying in here is I really want to bet the Bills, but I keep finding things that may end up keeping me off of them. What I was going to say, if you're just looking at numbers, the Eagles as that other teaser piece could actually be a good piece here. Because once again, this is going to be a lower scoring game. The weather, I know it's still far out, but it's not looking good. It's looking like it's probably going to be a very rainy and windy game. It doesn't look like it's going to be snow though. It looks like it's going to. It's actually looking like it's going to warm up a little bit.
Would this help you get more on the Bills side, JD? So the Eagles are 5-3 on the road this year, and the Bills are 6-1. It's hard to fade the Bills at home. They are home warriors. They are fantastic in their own building, and the Eagles tend to struggle on the road this year. So are you taking that into account with this one? Because with the bad weather, I think that only benefits the Bills. At home, with the crowd on their side, with the better rushing attack, I think that favors the Bills in a lot of the things you're saying.
I mean yes, that makes sense. I'm on the
Bills. I'm gonna let it out early. That is one of my best bets. I absolutely love the Bills in this spot.
I am definitely gonna wait and see what this line does. That's what I'm very interested to actually see here.
You know what I think is going to be good for this Bills offense? I think to Josh Allen, if he's a little banged up and they must force feed James Cook, I think that'll benefit them tremendously. I think with their game plan, that'll open a lot in the passing game. And I think the Bills are going to have a good performance here against this Eagles team. And I know Hefe said it frequently. This is a really big test for this Bills team as well. So I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be on the Bills in the money line, and it is a best bet for me. Anything else you want to add in this game, JD, before we kick it to the resident Bills fan below us? Fan below us. What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, you guys said a lot of good things. I mean, Bills play really well at home. Weather, no weather. I mean, James Cook is still an elite running back. Defense has been playing a little bit better. Eagles are coming off a game where looked pretty solid in my opinion.
In the second half, yes, not in the first half.
Okay, yeah, okay, I could deal with that. But I look at this game, and every which way that I look at it, I'm looking at the Bills side, and I gotta say, I gotta roll with the Eagles. It's
okay.
It's
I'm surprised by that.
It's a little too easy. The Bills are minus 1.5. It's so easy to take them at home. Bills are putting up good performances, but you look at the season as a whole for the Bills, and they'll win a few games and they lose one, and they win a few games and then they lose one, and then they win a few games and they lose one. And I think this is just a good storm to lose one. You're getting Lane Johnson back. The Eagles should be able to run the ball on this Bills defense. They should minimize Jalen Hurts and his inability to be a great quarterback, in my opinion, this year. On the opposite side, the Eagles have to do everything in their power to make Josh Allen a one-dimensional quarterback, take his legs away. And even then, he's still one of the biggest threats in the league, if not the biggest. But as we've seen all year, the Bills don't have a guy in that wide receiver core, and the Eagles have one of the better secondaries. And they're all drafted, which is just so overly impressive, how well they drafted back there. I think that's what the game will come down to. But I see an Eagles win here. So just what the numbers and the total is telling me. Eagles, a low number favors the Eagles. A high number favors the Bills, in my opinion. So I'm going to roll with the Eagles.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Give me a live button here. Eagles. I like sat here and said why I thought the Eagles, where the matchup was going to be poor for the Bills. And then with Hefe saying all that he just said, yeah, I am in now. Give me the Eagles.
Good. Makes me even more confident about my fucking Bills bet with you
Now,
two morons on the other side.
I have something interesting. I have a 4-team 6-point teaser across the entire weekend and Monday, Thursday through Monday, one game each day, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Wow.
I built it out while you guys were talking, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know how this loses. So I can either give it out now, or I can just give it out for best bets, but it's going to be my best bet that I'm going to give out. And
then let's do it on best bets. Let's have you unload that on best bets for the people.
No problem.
Beautiful. Let's keep it moving right along, gentlemen. Next game we're breaking down before we get into the Christmas Day Spectacular is going to be the Chicago Bears and the 49ers. Bears come in 11-4, 5-3 on the road. Hosting the home team is the San Francisco 49ers, 11-4, 4-2 at home. ESPN BPI has given the Niners a 62% chance to win this game. Caleb Williams on the year has 23 passing touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. He's been fantastic. But on the other side, Christian McCaffrey has 16 total touchdowns this year. So the Bears narrowly escaped one of the most thrilling games I have seen in a very long time. In the overtime thrilling winner over the Green Bay Packers. Yeah. They have a nice little bit of a longer break because the 49ers did just play on Monday Night Football against the Colts. So the Bears had 2 extra days to prepare for this game and get healthy. Hefe, let's start with you. We got the Bears. We got the 49ers. What do you got?
2 ways I could play this game. First, I'll put out that I like the 49ers here. Let's call it what it is. That was a great game. It was an awesome game on Saturday. But the Bears, anytime, if to win the game, you need to recover an onside kick. I'm sorry, man. There's a little bit of luck in there. Like there's no
absolutely.
skill that I could say that gets you that. Everything else was skill. The overtime pass. that was incredible. And the Bears also got very lucky by Jordan Love getting a concussion in the second damn quarter, man. Come on.
Yeah, but that's not the reason they lost. Malik Willis played a hell of a game.
Absolutely. But here's what I'm getting to. I understand that Mike Vrabel will probably win Coach of the Year. Mm-hmm. But Shanahan should be getting every single look possible.
Yeah, what he's done with this injury-ridden roster.
He's doing with this roster that just continues to get injury after injury. And it just makes me wonder makes me dream about good team planning from the foundation level. The depth that this team has to be able to continue to roll out defensive playmakers after you could name top 10 defensive players in the league that they don't have anymore for the year. Fred Warner comes to the top of the line. Bosa comes second. Those right there, 2 guys in the top 25. Fred Warner's, in my opinion, the best linebacker in the league. In my opinion, when healthy, he's the best Mike linebacker in the league. Yeah, exactly that. So that's their side. We just saw Monday Night Football. Brock Purdy look great, and I know Indianapolis defense not great. Bears defense great, one of the best takeaway defenses in the league. But I think the Niners just are coached better right now, and this is a big game for playoff seeding. Actually, this is probably the biggest one. Chargers and Texans, and then this one because winner has the inside track. Seattle holds the number one spot, but 49ers and Seattle play final week of the year next week. So the winner of this game has the inside track where it'll be win and you get the one seed, which is humongous for every reason. Obviously, the bye. I think the Niners win, so I could play two ways. Right now it's at a -3, and I hate that. I could buy half a point, take it to a -2.5. That's option one. Option two, I could parlay it, a money line parlay with another team. It's a little more of a heavier favorite. One that I like is the Jaguars visiting the Colts. Will be starting Riley Leonard more than likely. You do Jaguars Niners money line parlay. That's +120. Or there's another play that I really like. San Francisco first half money line -150. Bears start slow pretty much every damn week. They are the team that has to fight back every single damn week in the second half. And those are my three options. Out of those three that I said, I probably like San Francisco first half the best, but Jags Niners moneyline parlay the second best. I hate the points because it seems like something weird happens in all these Bears games towards the end.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. I mean, you're definitely not wrong about that. I have a question here from Stetsy Boy. Let me put it up on the screen. Kittle is banged up. So the latest update I have is that George Kittle is dealing with a mid to low ankle sprain. That's going to be a true 50-50. That's going to be a true 50-50. We're going to have to see the practice reports stemming from tomorrow, but I would be a bit surprised if he played in this game.
Oh, yeah. I don't think, especially with Tonjes already proving that, he's been in this position. Yeah. At this point where you're the Niners, where you're guaranteed a playoff spot, maybe not the seed that you know of.
Correct.
The name of the game is get your top players 100% for playoffs. Yep, win or lose this game, you're still making the playoffs.
Could not agree more. And guys, I'm going to be on the Bears +3 here. I think the Bears are going to be able to keep this close. I know Hefe just said a lot of great things for the reasons on the other side. I do think the Bears keep this close. I think their defense has been playing well enough. I think that they will be able to slow down the 49ers offense. Pretty crazy total here at 52.5. They are expecting a lot of points. I think this game goes under, and I think the Bears are able to keep it close. So give me the Bears +3. Definitely going to be a VIP play for me. Over to the Bear himself, JD. What do you got?
Yeah, as far as this total goes, you actually just talked about it, and I think a lot of people are actually surprised to see this number where it is. But if you really break down as far as the defense on both of these teams, neither one is good, guys. And as far as on the offensive side of the ball, both of these teams can both move the ball, and both of these teams can actually score points. So the total to me does make sense. And when you break it down, as far as defenses, the Bears defense is, I think they've been trying to figure out who they are. If you've looked at their past few weeks, they've been trying out a lot of different things. And I think they've just been trying, like I said, just trying to figure out who they really are. The thing they need to do, and it's just, can they do it this week, is they need to play man-to-man. Because actually, like Purdy, when you play man-to-man against him, his like numbers are atrocious. They are absolutely horrible. So that's what they need to do. Can they do it? We'll have to see. But as far as on the defensive side, the Bears defense is actually a little bit better than what this Niners defense is. And when you go to the lines here, especially the Bears offensive line against the 49ers defensive line, the Bears are going to have a big edge there, guys. The Bears should be able to run the ball here, which is going to help out Caleb Moore. And saying all that, I think 3 is a really sharp line. I think this is one of the sharpest lines of the week, because with San Fran being actually home, as far as their offense, they do have the edge there. So it just kind of, to me, it really comes down to, as far as on the defensive side, it's just which like defense do you think is going to actually win out here? Um, this one's tough.
I
I
agree.
definitely lean towards the Bears though. What I'm also thinking about doing is playing the Bears team total over, and not worrying about what the Niners do. I'm also thinking about that. With
Let me
saying
take a
that,
number.
I
Let me take a
almost,
look and see what that number is. Give me 1 second here.
I mean, it's still going to be high.
Of course, yeah, with a 56-point total. Do they not have it listed yet? They should. Hold on. It's
Are
just
you
not
on?
where it
Are you
normally
on?
is. There it goes.
Are you on FanDuel?
24 and a half. 24 and a half.
Okay, yeah, the others. Okay, yeah, I would either play that, but I almost hate to give that out pre-game, because just like Hefe said, the Bears have been starting out so slow, so slow.
Great comment, Cannibal. We appreciate that. If Hefe
Yeah,
lifts his head, he
appreciate it,
might
man.
even read it too.
Oh my god. I legitimately might come back on Monday as Aquarium picks.
There we go. There we go. Back to JD.
But yeah, like I feel like you're going to be able to get a better team total live, or maybe even playing a second half. Actually, like Bears like team like total over. That there could definitely be a great live play. But anyway, yeah, for me, basically what I'm saying is I do think the line's sharp, but I would have to be on the Bears though in some way here if I like was to actually like play this.
Same boat. Same boat. All right, boys. Let's move over to the Christmas Day games. We're not going to go super in depth in these, but we did want to touch on them because they were all, even though they're all shit games, there are definitely some good betting angles and things that we want to take a look at. So let's dive into the Cowboys and the Commanders, which is the early game, 1:01 Eastern kickoff. As I stated earlier, we just got some news about the quarterback situation of the Commanders. It is exactly what we anticipated happening here. It's going to be Josh Johnson behind the helm of the Washington Commanders, and the Cowboys are coming in here into Washington as a 7.5-point favorite. JD, any action from you in this game?
I've not played it yet, but can only look at the Cowboys here. I don't want to necessarily lay the 7 or the 7.5. I think it's moved up to now. The fact that it has moved up to an actual 7.5 makes me like the Cowboys more. This is one of those games where I was saying I think this is a great teaser piece. That or either playing the Cowboys team total over. As far as Washington, I mean, they've been done. This team has been over with for weeks and weeks.
Wait, you're saying you want to take the Cowboys from 7 to 1?
Yes.
That.
Yep. So I'm just deciding between the two, but most likely I am just going to be on the Cowboys on the -1 line.
Yeah, I'm gonna have something in this game. I don't know how I'm gonna dissect this one yet. Gonna be completely honest. I don't like the total here. I don't like the straight 7.5. Gonna have to dig deep in this one. It's the Christmas Day games. You need to have action on these games. But as of now, it's gonna be a no action. But I will have something when it comes down closer to kickoff. Hefe, anything from you on this one?
Oh hell yeah! This is of Thursday, and I can tell you right now, I got 2 plays. One of which is going to go right into the 14 teaser. I'm going to take this full game at over 50.5. I'm going to bring that thing down to 44.5. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. We got major incentives, financial incentives for Debo. He's going to be out there playing, believe me, you. Dak Prescott yesterday in a press conference said that he would fight Schottenheimer if he even thought to bench him in this game or even take him out for the second half. It's Christmas in Dallas, and I'm telling you one thing, they're going to be putting up points like they always do and jumping in the damn Salvation Army bucket like they always do. The only fear I have is that they're diva wide receivers on the Cowboys side. Okay, fine. On a 3rd and 10 over the middle, Pickens is not putting himself in harm's way. Done. Fine. Guess who will? Flourney, who could get 17 touchdowns for all I care. My favorite 2+ touchdown man for the day. Yeah, that's right. I said it.
I think he's out with a concussion.
Doesn't matter. He's playing. They're rolling him out there in a wheelchair.
With the little bucket, are they bringing the Salvation Army bucket from Dallas to Washington?
I was just about to say this game is in Washington.
Fantastic. They're going to bring the bucket.
All right. So main reason number 1, he loves the Salvation bucket. Number 2, the guy who was put on season-ending IR is coming back and scoring 2 touchdowns.
Well, let me tell you something. I also like the first half
That was
over.
a breakdown.
I also like the first half over.
Oh,
And I
tell me
think-
why, is Emmitt Smith having a big game tomorrow?
No, Javonte
Or
is
is
done.
Troy Aikman going to step back there tomorrow? Is that what's happening?
Dak will.
Okay, that's fair. That's right. That one is
I'm
right.
telling you, both of these overs are going to hit. First half over is going to hit 25.5, and full game over is going to hit 50.5. Both of these are going to
Okay,
hit.
guys.
Josh Johnson has
Hefe.
nothing. Josh Johnson's like this is like his 17th team. You think this is his first rodeo?
Yes,
I do have
absolutely.
to say, you do make a great point as far as the first half over here. First half over for Dallas on the season is actually 14-1.
All's fun in games until Hefe wins.
You
That's
can't
great.
win on Flanoris. You even watched the hit. We talked about it. When Perriman killed him on the ground.
He
Hit him in
came
the back
back.
of the head. He did not come back.
It doesn't matter. Who's the other wide receiver? It
I
really
was going to
doesn't
tell
matter.
you because this is leading to I think is going to have 2 touchdowns. Cavante
Turpin.
the Turpinator. The Turpinator
Yeah.
might have a big game.
Great. Is CeeDee Lamb playing or they ruled him out?
See Lamb's playing.
See, that's one that I would maybe look to rule out. He's had a weird year.
He has had a weird year. I will give you that. He's
I
would.
need
He's
him
had-
for my
he's
fantasy.
had-
I agree.
he's
with
had
you.
a-
But
He's had a
Michael Irvin,
concussion.
3
He's had an
plus.
ankle problem. They should really honestly sit him. Also, you know who's been super, super, super quietly the last 5 or 6 weeks? Jake Ferguson.
Yeah, I haven't heard his name once.
Yeah.
His name hasn't been called. And
But
fantasy
more-
owners have to be disgusted.
More so on the commander side, because that's the side that obviously you're worried about with an over.
Yeah.
What's to stop Josh Johnson from going out there and slinging it? Who cares if he throws 4 interceptions? He's going to go back there and sling it again.
I couldn't agree more, to be honest. But do you think they'll do a heavy run? Yeah, how old do you think Josh Johnson is? What year do you think he was drafted? Let's have that game.
I'm going to peg him at 38.
Close, 39. What year do you think he was drafted?
Well, 2005.
2008. But still, that's pretty crazy. Let's take a look at his.
Yeah, he must be the one who's traveled amongst the NFL the most.
That's what I think. I think he's the guy. That's what I'm trying to look up right
He is the Ish Smith of football. Or
now. How many
the
teams?
who's the reliever who was like on every team?
Okay.
Hakeem Soria.
While actually y'all are doing that, I'm going to finish this stat, guys. As far as the Cowboys, the first half over, they are 14-1 to the over on the season. Them on the road in the first half, they are 7-0 to the first half over.
Wait, you talking about the total over?
Yes.
So
Totally.
you like 25.5.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, trends certainly do.
So then why wouldn't you like 50.5? I mean, if you're gonna hit 26 points in the first half, you're
It's gonna go.
yeah. And let me tell you, if there's one thing that I think will be noticeable in this game, as in terms of 2 teams playing that are both eliminated, the tackling.
I would agree there. as well.
You're not going to see players go all out and
And
torpedo
the Cowboys
tackle.
can't fucking
Exactly.
tackle to start with,
I expect big running games. I expect big games from Bill. I expect a big game from Javonte. I'm sure Javonte has some incentive out there. I just didn't see it. The only incentive that I know for sure that is close is a Debo incentive.
Let me look up Cowboys team total really quick, because that
Want me to
may
pull it
end up
up?
being the
I had it
So,
up already.
Anyway, my favorite play from this game is the total and taking the over, bringing it from 50.5 to
29.5.
44.5.
29.5 is the Cowboys team total. That's crazy high. I don't know if I can take that.
29.5,
I don't-
but the game total is 50.5, but the spread is 7. None of those numbers add up.
It
I know,
doesn't,
it's a very
because
weird game.
they got the Commanders team match total at 20.5 juice to the under. They had the Cowboys at 29.5 juice to the over. With the spread, you're right. These team totals don't make sense, guys. This tells me the books are saying the Cowboys are going to whoop some ass here.
That's what I think as well.
And by the way,
Side-
that's
side of
perfectly fine. The Cowboys could put up
Because you
30.
just want the over, right?
The Cowboys could put up 36 points. I think that the Commanders are going to be out there. Josh Johnson's going to be out there throwing the ball with no cares, no worries in the world.
Why do
He
you
could
think that though? Like, I think they're going to run it 97 times. Like, Josh Johnson. By the way, I looked it up. He's on his 15th team, 14 NFL teams. He had an XFL stint as well. This is
Amazing.
15th
Love
team.
that.
Nice.
He's 39 years old.
Nice.
You think they're going to send Grandpa John's daddy back there and say, "Guess what, big dog? Merry Christmas." Start slinging it
Yeah.
all over the field.
Alpha, what do you think they're going to do? Just run it 75 times with Bill and get stopped at the
Yep.
1? At
They're
one
actually
point or
done
another,
that. Yeah.
no, at one point or another, this game will get out of hand, right? This game will get out of hand, and he will throw some picks. probably. And honestly, that's fine for me. Short fields for Dallas. Also, I think Dak Prescott's going to be slinging it. At the end of the day, this game for both these teams is just about having fun, getting out of there, not injured. That's it. And nothing fun nothing fun about running through the trenches and getting 3 yards. And it's
There's
Christmas.
nothing fun that's going to come from this team anyway, in my opinion. Let's move on to the next game because we spent 20 minutes on the 7.5 point spread of the Cowboys.
I don't like the spread at all. This is the best number on tomorrow's day because these other two games.
The best thing you said all day was the Kevontae Turpin 2+. Guys, you can get that currently. This is Hefe's pick here. Kevontae Turpin 2+ touchdowns at plus.
Honestly, what is Javonte 2+?
His one is like minus 200. His minus 185 for 1, for 2 got to be plus 3, plus 310.
It's a solid.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sure.
I think I like shitty odds.
I got one for you boys. I got one for you guys. How about 2+ for the Turpinator? You combine that with a little Jahmyr Gibbs. Currently $10, pays $1,500 for that ticket. Jahmyr Gibbs 2, Turpinator 2. If Turpinator scores 2 tomorrow, would anyone be surprised? It's a total spot because he's filling in for Flournoy, who just had 2 touchdowns. Flournoy has been the beneficiary of being the third receiver on a team that has 2 stacked receivers. So I agree with your thinking here, Hefe.
I think
the Turpinator is going to be good there.
I just thought of a play. We're going to take Dallas defense, Lions defense, Broncos defense, all to score.
Motherfuck, dude.
I like that.
First of all, I got multiple things. I have multiple things. I have a breaking MLB signing. I have a breaking MLB signing.
Tell me who else tell me, please. Who did the Pirates sign?
The Marlins actually signed Pete Fairbanks, a reliever, for $15 million. Probably the best reliever on the market that was remaining. I wanted him. He was the Rays closer the last couple of years. Very good pitcher. I was hoping we would get him.
The Marlins went out and spent some money?
I know. That's the Marlins and the Pirates, like the big spenders right now, which is crazy. And then also the second other major news. I don't remember which one of you said it. One of you expected to see Riley Leonard this week. You will not. Phillip Rivers has been the starter again for Week 17.
Wow, the streak continues.
The streak continues,
honestly,
brother.
Good for him. And I'll tell you, it's watching that game is what makes me feel like these teams that have nothing to play for are still going to play. Guys, this is not the first time ever in the history of the world that in the last 3 weeks of the year, you have teams that have nothing to play for. Guys, they still go out and play football.
Yeah, but don't the Colts aren't out yet.
They're out.
Are they officially eliminated?
They are. Yeah, they lost. Even if they won, they had a very slim chance.
They're not eliminated. They're 8-7. They are most certainly not eliminated. I'm looking it up right here. They don't have the E next to them in the standings, so they're right now the only teams that have not been. I mean, they don't. They're 8-7. They have a chance at the wild card. They're saying here in the AFC. Teams that are still fighting for playoff berth that have not been eliminated, the Colts and the Texans are the 2 teams that have not clinched. Wow. Somehow because the Ravens could win the division. The Ravens are not technically out of it either. For playoff contention, let me pull up the expanded here. In the AFC, the Colts are 2 games back of the Texans, and they hold the tiebreaker. So if the Colts win out and the Texans lose out, they are in the postseason.
There we go.
Well, that's because the Colts and the Texans play each other next week.
Correct. Yep.
Oh, the tiebreaker doesn't even matter.
Yeah, no, that will be the tiebreaker. So there you go. They do have a chance. I think that's why Rivers is playing. If they were officially eliminated,
I don't think you understand. They can't own if the Colts beat the Texans, there's no tiebreaker. They beat them twice. If the Texans beat the Colts next week, it's over because they would have more wins. There's no tiebreaker.
Yeah. Well, no, they could end with the same record. So if the Colts went out, they're both 10 and they both be 10-7. So if the Texans was out and the Colts went out, they both finish the season 10-7. So the tiebreaker would go to the Colts in that way. All right, let's move on to the second game. Second game we're breaking down is going to be the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Max Bromsels. How do you say it? Broswell's Bromsel. How do you say it?
Bronzer.
I think it's actually Brosmer.
Bronzer, whatever the fuck his name is, he's terrible. We got the Lions, which JD is actually running out as the Detroit Lion on the field. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow to see him run on the field and lead him out there. Against the Vikings, game is in Minnesota. What do you guys like in this game? JD, we're going to start with you.
Yeah, guys, I think this is This is a Lions actually smash spot. I think the Lions absolutely beat the shit out of this team. Brosmer, whatever the fuck his name is, he's not good, guys. I realize the Lions defense is definitely not the best. Brosmer, if you can just get some actual like pressure on him, he really can't do much.
Yeah.
And
except beat the Giants. He did lead a game-winning drive to beat the New York Giants this week. Let me put
Giants
that out there.
probably beat themselves, guys.
They wanted to lose.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I don't put any stock like into that win. But Lions are gonna be pissed off, guys. Lions are gonna be beyond pissed off.
What are they playing for?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That is fact. And he does it so well.
So stay tuned. We're so close to getting back the Yoshinobu Yamamoto season, baby. We're so close.
There we go.
That's for you, Stetson. Merry Christmas.
But yeah, J-Bo, just actually put it in the chat. For me, give me a teaser here, guys. Give me the Cowboys, give me the Lions, give me a teaser. This is gonna be my play tomorrow. If you see me, or if you like see the team and we're going to promote some like big play, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you there is my big play tomorrow.
Cool.
So just actually know that, guys. Yeah, I just don't see a way where I think the Lions are going to be able to put up points, but honestly, I don't think they're going to actually need to put up a ton of points to even like cover this like full spread here.
No.
Because I just don't see the Vikings being able to really score much.
What does BetMGM have this one at? Because I was thinking about the Vikings team total under. That was a play I was contemplating for this one. Right now, the Lions are at -7.5, but it's at -105, so it's juiced on the Vikings side. If I can get a flat 7, let me take a look at odds. I don't know if you guys use Odd Sports out there. I know the three of you do, but if you go to a website like Sportsbook Review, you pull up their NFL odds board. You can see what if you're in a legal state, of course, what every single legal book has this at. And the only legal book right now that has the Lions at a flat 7 is Bet365 at -115. So they do have it. Got to pay an extra 5-cent juice, but that's what I would play on this game, guys. Is the flat 7. I'm pulling up Bet365 right now to verify that's accurate, and it is -105. It's only on Bet365. So that's exactly what I'm playing. Lions -7. That's exactly. I wouldn't take them over the 7 because I like having the security of a push. I like having that security, but at a flat 7, I'm taking the Lions here. Anyone else have anything on this game?
For me, this is the worst out of the three. Here's why I'm not running to take the Lions on the spread. Another one of these games where this quarterback has absolutely nothing to lose by going out there and slinging it. He can't be demoted. He's already a backup to a backup, starting in a crazy situation. He could only boost his stock for somebody next year, right? So he's not going to be scared to throw the ball in tight spaces. He's just not. And if he gets a pick, he'll be right back there again. I don't know what the Vikings backfield is looking like. I know both of their running backs were injured at times last week, so I don't know what their backfield is.
Jordan Mason's out.
Yeah, I think they just have Jones.
I have to assume Jefferson's going and
Yeah.
Gonna play. He's one of the guys on my incentive list, by the way. He's very close to some big incentives. Lions are mathematically still alive for the playoffs, so they have to go out there and play like that. And it's rare that we have the Lions off 2 losses in a row, which rarely ever happens. They're very good off 1 loss. We saw them lose, obviously, last week. I think the Lions win this game. I'm just not running to take them on the spread. I worry about these teams that have nothing to lose. It's scarier than teams that have something to gain, in my opinion, because you can just go out there and play the game that you played in like your parents' backyard, so to speak.
Yep.
Like they're not gonna be afraid to make. They're gonna be just playing loose. Like they're not gonna be. He's not gonna be afraid to sling it to Justin Jefferson in triple coverage, and who knows what happens? A PI, a crazy catch. You know what I'm trying to say? Like he's just not gonna be scared. A pick 6 might happen exactly. But I'm just not running to take the Lions -7.5 here, -8. You could do this as a teaser, but I'm not. To me, this is the game that I'm leaning off. But I will tell you this: I'm obviously going to watch this game. If I see the Vikings hanging in there, I might be tempted to take them with some points.
When's the last time the Lions lost actually 2 straight games?
It's got to be in Dan Campbell's first year.
It's a long time ago. Being the guy that Dan Campbell is, he's going to have these boys fired up.
100%.
I think their defense, especially. I'm probably going to look actually at some sack props because I think they're going to be getting after it. I really think they are. And also to add on, go ahead and actually give me the Lions first half team total over 13.5.
There we go.
I think the Lions can actually come on here, especially after their slow start last week. I am expecting them to actually come out and actually put some points on the board here.
There we go. I have nothing on the final game, guys. The 13.5 point line
Nothing.
between the Chiefs and the Browns. I have nothing. I'm not even going to talk about it.
This is just another one. I mean, 13.5 in Kansas City. I know the Broncos need this win. They're pissed about last week's win. Another guy, Elijah, whatever the hell his name is, Oladukin. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep calling him Elijah. Nothing to fucking lose. Literally nothing. So maybe he's gonna sling it, but this is another one that I'm just watching live and seeing what happens.
There we go.
I do think the Broncos win. Dude, probably touchdown props if anything. I like RJ Harvey.
You think the minus 13.5 Broncos would beat the Chiefs with Oladukin? I think that's sharp. I agree with you. I'm going to agree with that statement. All right, boys, you ready to get the little best bets?
Yes.
Christmas edition?
Yes.
Christmas Eve edition? God, JD, going to be honest. I can't. It's doing that thing where I can't scroll the media assets. I know I'm saying things. You're going to have to click the video, brother, because I can't scroll. It's the most. There we go. We're getting there.
Hang on, we're getting there.
Like the lowest I can click on is the clock. There we go. Best bets for today, Christmas Eve, Wednesday, December 24th. Let's get after it. My favorite play of the weekend, guys, is going to be the Texans on the money line. JT.
I'm trying here, man.
My favorite play of the weekend is the Texans on the money line. If you guys cannot hear that, plus 112. Hefe, over to you. Tell us Kevontae Turpin 4+.
It's just hilarious. I mean, Christmas Day, literally three string quarterbacks.
Yeah. It's the first time in history.
Four eliminated.
One slate.
Yeah, 4 eliminated teams. One team that's pretty much eliminated in Detroit. Only Denver's the only team that truly. It's wild. Like, congrats to the NBA, man. All right, I teased the 4-team teaser, one from each day. Well, obviously not Friday, but here we go. Thursday is the over on the Cowboys Commanders, taking the 15.5 to 44.5. Saturday, we're taking it. And JD, you plugged this into my head, and I can't stop thinking about it. Texans +8 is amazing. What? That is.
I think that is a really good bet.
I will be taking that for Saturday. Sunday.
Fine, JD.
Sunday, guys, how about this? Eagles +7.5. I'm getting over a touchdown. You know what? I think it's going to be a nasty game with what's going to be one in the trenches. I think this is going to be less than a touchdown, and we're getting the hook. Give it to me. And I know we're going to have a show on Monday, but it's the last leg, so I'm just going to say it. Rams-Falcons is the Monday game. Rams -1.5 on the road in Atlanta. It's a from a 7.5 to 1.5. I'm taking it, and that's my 14 6-point teaser, guys. Over 44.5 Cowboys Commies, Texans +8, Eagles +7.5, Rams -1.5. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. JD, over to you to close us out. What you got?
Yep, I found a special one for everybody. Give me the Southeast.
Oh boy.
Nah, I'm joking.
Okay.
Give me the Cowboys. Give me the Lions. Tease those down to 1.5, guys.
Remember, everyone, Cassius Winston, Hapoel Jerusalem or something starts in 1 hour.
Get on it.
I will be following that game this
I'm actually going to bet it. I'm actually going to put a little.
Two things. Win bigger, faster, stronger. 3 things. That was 1. Second thing. I'm rolling with the Hawaiians. I'm rolling with the Warriors. I'm rolling with the Rainbows tonight, baby. We're gonna win.
By the way, they're just the Warriors now. They do not like being called the Rainbow Warriors.
Oh God, it's a Redskins thing. I get it. Okay, the Warriors. All right.
Yeah.
We're rolling with the Hawaii Warriors tonight over Cal in the Hawaii Bowl. It's only right that it doesn't leave the state. Lastly, we haven't spoken about this all day. Carl. Oh boy. Carl. Big Knicks game tomorrow to kick off all sports. Noon tip off. Christmas Day. Knicks are going to beat the Cavaliers' ass. I don't even know what the spread is. I don't even care. Alt line -9.5. If it's above that, alt line -19.5.
Everyone, Merry Christmas from the boys in this program. We appreciate every single one who hangs in with us every day. If you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. Happy New Year's. And we will see you guys on Monday. We're taking a little well-deserved break as well. And we're excited for that too. We will see you guys on Monday.
Which is before New Year's, by the way.
I'm just wishing it to people in case they don't tune in on the next show. So Happy, I'm gonna kick it to you. Say a little goodbye. Like if people don't tune in on Monday, it's the last time they can see us today. Then there you go.
No, that's not a thing. Everybody better tune in on Monday. I'm not wishing anybody Happy New Year's. Definitely not Carl. Carl, you better show up tomorrow. It's literally all eyes on you. Merry Christmas to those who celebrate tomorrow. Happy Kwanzaa to those who celebrate on Friday. Happy birthday to me on Sunday. And let's have a good week, guys. And we will see you on Monday.
JD, final word is yours.
Yeah, just like the boys said, appreciate everybody for actually tuning in here live. I know today is not much of a sports day, so thank you for actually taking time out of your day to be here with us. Yes, just like Hefe said, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, or
That's over.
celebrate.
Thank you.
It's over.
Sorry, damn, I forgot about that.
Idiot.
It's not. It's
Idiot. Idiot. Insensitive. Oh my God. You're going to be hearing from my lawyer. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable.
But also, a very special, a little bit early, happy birthday to our guy, F.A.
Thank you.
And yeah, we will see everybody on Monday.
Oh, I got to do one shout out. I do too. One shout out. It's a birthday shout out to my wonderful mother who turns 21 years old tomorrow. Happy birthday, Ma. Celebrating her.
Oh my God. I can't wait. Are you making latkes? Unbelievable. No. Your mother has a Christmas birthday?
Yeah, that's why her name is Holly. Born on Christmas. Yeah.
Huh.
And we are ordering Chinese. We're ordering Chinese.
You know what?
Oh boy.
Shout out to Pork Chop. His birthday is also tomorrow.
Is it? Happy birthday,
just
Nick.
Thought about that.
Happy birthday.
All right, guys, let's spend the next hour wishing everybody happy birthday.
But yeah, guys, let's have a great rest of the week. Let's fucking win.
Let's fucking win. That was a powerful and fucking win.
Carl, no ugly Christmas sweaters tomorrow. Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. I'm hitting it now. Bye.